evening, everyone, and welcome to the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County's annual meeting. I'm Linda Benfield, Board Chair for United Way, and I am so pleased to be with you this evening. Throughout 2021, with all the challenges and all the uncertainty, there was one single word that encapsulated the mission and the vision of United Way, and that word was hope. All of us, working together, continue to work to create stronger, more inclusive, and more sustainable neighborhoods. We offered hope by growing the community fund and supporting the amazing work of our local nonprofits. We offered hope by implementing new solutions to old problems. And we offered hope by building inclusive, resilient, and equitable communities. In 2021, together, we delivered hope to so many throughout Milwaukee, Waukesha, Ozaukee, and Washington counties. Tonight, we celebrate the work, but more importantly, we celebrate the people behind the work. And before we get started this evening, I'd like to take a moment to thank our annual meeting sponsor, Baker Tilly.
Hi, I'm Ryan Maniscalco, partner and Milwaukee market leader at Baker Tilly. We are proud to once again show our support for United Way by sponsoring this annual meeting. Hopefully, this will be the last year we have to do this virtually, and we can all be back in person next year at the US Bank building. Today is about bringing to the forefront the people at the United Way who are so often in the background of the great things happening in our community. Getting ready for this meeting, I was trying to think of what impact United Way's work has had on Baker Tilly. One story that came to mind is we have a team member who has had a child with disabilities. United Way is a donor to that agency where the child goes for physical and occupational therapy. I was lucky enough to recently see a video of that child and get to see the wonderful strides he's been making over the past couple of years. I know that that agency would not be able to do the things they do without the financial support from United Way. United Way's impact is apparent throughout our community, and their work touches us all. If you're ever in doubt, just go on the website and look at all the agencies and the number of people impacted by the United Way. It is truly amazing. I'd also like to give a shout out to all the Baker Tilly team members. We had a record number of team members make donations this year, and our growth and participation was led by the younger team members, which was great to see. Lastly, the leadership United Way is doing in regards to the education on diversity, equity, and inclusion has been fantastic. Our Milwaukee office, under the leadership of team member Shelby Netz, has created its own version of United Way's 21-week equity challenge to help educate our team members on this important issue. So again, the Baker Tilly team is proud to join all of you in supporting the United Way.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you to Baker Tilly for sponsoring tonight's program. Celebrating the work of United Way always starts with our nonprofit partners. Every agency has a story to tell, and tonight we want to share just a few with you. I think you know that there are remarkable things happening in our community.
For Fardoso, a high school senior, the future is bright. I am passionate about many things: entrepreneurship, social justice, and refugee issues, said Fardoso. Pearls for Teen Girls help me realize all the possibilities that are open to me. Fardoso's parents are originally from Somalia. Fardoso was born in a Kenyan refugee camp where her family lived before seeking asylum in the US. Pride in her background and admiration for her parents' journey has made Fardoso eager to help other refugees as she pursues her career goals. When she entered high school, Fardoso realized she needed guidance as she made decisions about her life and future. Her sister suggested she check out Pearls for Teen Girls, a local organization that strengthens our community by empowering young women with self-development tools, guidance, and support. Donations to United Way's community fund support Pearls for Teen Girls. Fardoso joined Pearl's College and Career Readiness Program, which helped her find a summer internship and connected her with a mentor. She also participated in weekly group sessions led by Pearl's facilitators, many of whom are alumni of the program themselves. During these sessions, girls talk about what is going on in their lives without being judged, seek support from each other, and grow together. Fardoso loves that she can be herself among the participants and staff at Pearls. During COVID-19, Pearls programming went virtual. While Fardoso has missed the energy of being in the room with the other girls, the online sessions have grown on her. Facilitators have gotten creative with activities the girls can do together online, and the virtual model has allowed girls from other locations or with transportation challenges to join in. As she continues on her journey, Fardoso gathers strength and motivation from her experiences with Pearls. Said Fardoso, "My passion is refugee issues, and hearing from other women who are just as passionate about their issues makes me so driven. Pearls is a program that invests in girls, who turn around and invest in themselves and each other. That is how we change the world." Fardoso and Pearls for Teen Girls show us all that to live better, we must live united.
In August of 2021, United Way kicked off the annual community campaign with a goal of $55.5 million. If you watched our virtual campaign closing celebration in December, you saw the exciting announcement at the end of the program sharing our grand total of over $56.5 million. You also saw the 13 outstanding companies that contributed $1 million or more to our campaign. These companies delivered $28.8 million to our campaign, which is 46% of our total. We couldn't do what we do without their support, and tonight we offer them a heartfelt thank you. We also want to take a moment to thank everyone who made a gift to United Way in 2021. It's not one person, it's all of us, working together to create lasting change in our community. The 2021 community campaign was a tremendous success, thanks in large part to the commitment of our campaign co-chairs. Thank you again to Corrine Dicus-Johnson, President and CEO of Network Health, Mark Ergens, CEO and Manager of Ergens, Dr. Joan Prince, Vice Chancellor Emeritus at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and Stacy Williams, Senior Vice President at Baird. We are so grateful for their leadership over the past year. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to our 2022 campaign co-chairs.
My name is Linda Gorens-Levy, and I'm a partner at General Capital Group. I initially got involved in United Way because of the leadership. The leadership at United Way is tremendous, and there are leaders that I respect that were involved, and the more involved I became, the more I appreciated the tremendous work that United Way does in our community. I said yes to being a co-chair because there are only so many times you can say no to Amy Lindner. In all candor, it is both a responsibility and a privilege to be a co-chair. United Way is a collaborator and a convener that addresses systemic issues in our community.
My name is Mike Carter. I'm Chief Financial Officer and Chief Risk Officer at Northwestern Mutual. I first got involved with United Way when I moved to Milwaukee almost 35 years ago. First as a donor, then as a longtime cabinet member, and for the last 3 years I've been on the board of directors. United Way is important to me because I've seen the great work they do, taking dollar contributions, both big and small, banding them together, and doing more with those dollars than any one of us could do individually, and making a difference in our community. I said yes to being a co-chair because I've really been impressed with the past co-chairs and seen what the good work they've done in helping raise money for United Way. At Northwestern Mutual, we have been involved with United Way for over 100 years, and believe it or not, the first campaign co-chair at Northwestern Mutual was in 1923. And since then, there's been more than a dozen Northwestern Mutual executives who have been co-chairs of United Way. I'm very proud to be part of that great tradition.
My name is Judy Taylor, and I'm the President and CEO of Duco Safecurity. When I grew up, our family's motto was learn, earn, and return. So when I started in our family business over 30 years ago, I was able to understand exactly what that mission meant. It meant that we wanted to support United Way, we wanted to support our community, we wanted to support our team members. So I was in charge of the United Way campaign that year, and I was able to learn the mission, the vision, and the understanding of how United Way helps to serve the community. I said yes to being a United Way campaign co-chair this year because I wanted to change lives and help improve our community. I am so proud to represent Waukesha County and work with my fellow campaign co-chairs. We are excited about this year in driving the mission of United Way.
My name is Nancy Hernandez. I'm the president of the Hispanic Collaborative. We live in a very generous community and a wonderful community, one that wants to help its neighbors and understands that any one of us needs to be on the receiving end of that at any time. And I think the United Way is important, and one of the reasons I chose to get involved because it plays a very important role in being the conduit between our generous community and connecting with those who need our help right now. I said yes to being a campaign co-chair because being on the United Way board, I've gotten a front row seat to seeing the impact that this organization has made during the pandemic. And I don't think that we would have gotten our homeless population or our housing insecure population safely through the pandemic if it wasn't for them. That's one of the reasons I said yes to being a campaign co-chair.
Matthew loves helping others, and his membership in Curative Care Network's Adult Day program has given him many opportunities to do so. The Adult Day program, supported by donations to United Way's Community Fund, provides engaging and meaningful activities that promote independence and community integration for adults with developmental disabilities. Matthew, who has autism, has found a great community of support at Curative. At the Adult Day program, he gets to socialize with other members, volunteer, and learn valuable leadership skills. Matthew is president of the Action Club, a partnership between Curative and Kiwanis that connects adults with disabilities to opportunities to volunteer. Each year, Matthew leads the group in hosting a plant sale with proceeds benefiting children's charities. Matthew is a helper, said Curative Program Specialist Dawn Schickermiller. He is always first to raise his hand to help with important tasks. He likes to stay busy. The transition from school to adult life is not always easy for individuals with disabilities and their families. After having ongoing support throughout his school years, Curative was the perfect place for Matthew to continue to grow and thrive as an adult. In fact, the soft employment skills he learned at Curative recently helped him land a job at Qdoba. Now 28 years old, Matthew has found purpose and is excited about the future. Inspired by the hard work of his family and those around him, Matthew's dream is to one day buy a home of his own. In the meantime, he will continue to be a regular at Curative's Adult Day program, where he puts a smile on the face of everyone he meets. "I love the life I'm living," said Matthew. "I can't wait to see where it goes next." Matthew and Curative Care Network remind us all that to live better, we must live united.
Throughout tonight's program, we want to take a few moments to say thank you to those individuals who are terming off their roles as a member of our board of directors. Jessica Zaratsky is a community leader who is a representative of the Women's Leadership Board. Stacy Williams from Baird in the Hodge-Williams Group was one of our 2021 campaign co-chairs. Scott Sievert from Accenture Health and Public Service was our representative from Technology United. And Leslie Playman of Ernst & Young LLP was our representative for Emerging Leaders.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Lindner, and it's so great to spend a few minutes with you this evening. While we've been helping to deliver help and change to our community for well over 100 years, we know our community is always evolving, so we must do the same. Our mission is always to be champions of change and find ways to help people live their best possible lives. Before we talk about the year ahead, I'm so proud of what we collectively accomplished in 2021, and I want to briefly touch on just a few of the highlights of the past year. 2021 started off with the exciting announcement of key community initiatives supported by a generous $25 million donation from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott. With the combination of money from this donation and the continued contributions from our community partners, we strengthened and accelerated work that was already in progress. We also announced the formation of our brand new racial equity portfolio. This portfolio will focus on deepening our impact as funders, partners, and conveners, especially as related to racial equity and social justice. We knew that we could only do this work if we worked side by side with the community. We formed an advisory committee focused specifically on racial equity and justice. In 2021, we accelerated our work in safe and stable homes. With your help, we were able to move up our goal to end family homelessness by 2023, 2 years earlier than originally planned. Donations to this important initiative helped fund the work of 18 local nonprofits, all focused on ways to keep families in their homes. One of the milestones we achieved with this initiative is the launch of a Right to Counsel initiative known as Eviction-Free MKE. While helping to get an unhoused family into a home is fantastic, it is always better to prevent an eviction. Evictions upend families and communities and spiral into further instability. To help prevent that, Eviction-Free MKE provides a lawyer to anyone under 200% of the federal poverty limit who is experiencing an eviction, and it's a game changer for those families and our community. In education, we addressed the COVID-19 academic slide by offering accessible academic opportunities over the summer. United Way supported this programming with a $1 million investment, focusing on academic enrichment, jobs, and the arts. Also in education, we launched our WOW Counties Partnership School Initiative to add support to key schools outside of Milwaukee County. This program allows for deeper investments in select schools with a focus on mental health support, technology, and social and emotional learning. Our first partnership school is Hawthorne Elementary in Waukesha. In 2021, we awarded grants to 7 agencies that are supporting the 4 pillars of reducing barriers to employment and advancement. These agencies are focused on addressing the needs of workers as well as offering support and training in potential career fields. In 2021, we continued to address the digital divide with our work in Techquity. To date, we have provided hundreds of laptops for nonprofit agency partners and students and staff at 12 Milwaukee community schools. We provided tens of thousands of dollars in Techquity digital devices and skill grant awards to nonprofits. And we provided hundreds of Wi-Fi hotspots and over 150 smartphones for community members seeking employment or housing. United Way's Seasons of Caring connected thousands of volunteers to meaningful experiences across our region. That work included our diaper bank, delivering over 200,000 diapers and nearly 50,000 wipes to over 1,800 families in just our first year of operation. We saw 187 volunteers assist in Wisconsin's largest COVID-19 vaccination site at the Wisconsin Center, helping deliver over 45,000 vaccinations in the month of April. Volunteers packed and distributed over 16,000 kits in our region in 2021. These were packed through a company on-site or curbside carrying effort, as well as at United Way sponsored events and efforts. And late in 2021, we partnered with the Waukesha County Community Foundation on the United for Waukesha Community Fund to support those affected by the tragic incident at the Waukesha Christmas Parade. We experienced such an outpouring of love and support from the community, including corporations, individuals, and small businesses holding fundraising events. Over 20,000 donors contributed over $5.3 million to the fund. We saw donations from all 50 states and 17 countries outside of the United States, and we know how much this support means to the impacted families. So now we look forward. We will continue with our key initiatives, and we keep raising the bar with some new focuses. In 2022, we are proud to announce funding to agencies as part of our racial equity portfolio. Our advisory committee reviewed applications for a first of 5 cohorts, and this year we are funding 11 Black and Brown-led organizations. They will each receive a multi-year commitment to increase their capacity to serve our community. We are proud to be investing over $1.5 million over 3 years with these agencies. This year, we will launch a partnership with Goodwill Industries of Southeastern Wisconsin and Metropolitan Chicago. We've named it United for Good. The goal of this newly formed initiative is to connect job seekers to training and employment opportunities. The program will prepare people for work and address the skills gap that employers have been challenged with when hiring. The first cohort of United for Good is focused on opportunities that require Certified Nursing Assistant or CNA certification, a hot field with lots of opportunity for career advancement. According to the U.S. Census data, 60,000 homes in our community are still without an internet-accessible device like a computer, tablet, or smartphone. This year, United Way has set a goal to end the digital divide in our community by distributing at least 10,000 devices a year for the next 5 years to individuals and families in our region. Our Tequity initiative is dedicated to removing barriers to device access, which will empower residents to attend virtual learning activities, access much-needed medical resources, search for jobs online, work remotely, and so much more. We are excited to share that the state of Wisconsin recently awarded our Tequity initiative a digital equity grant of more than $900,000. Leveraging our partners and relationships, this will allow us to get 6,000 devices closer to achieving our goal. We are so grateful for this grant, as well as the support of all of our donors who have told us they want to be part of helping us achieve this transformation in our community. Those are just a few of the things we are working on. While we are proud of our accomplishments in 2021, we know there is still a great deal of work to be done. And that's why we are so grateful to know that we have a remarkable community, ready to once again stand up, answer the call, and live united.
Iris lived with a secret, something she had never revealed even to her closest family. She never graduated from high school. Her husband is well educated, and Iris didn't want him to think less of her. Iris also worried about being ostracized or looked down on at work, so she always went the extra mile, motivated to prove to herself that she was just as capable as her colleagues. Finally, Iris reached a breaking point. She was ready to speak her truth, and she was ready to get her degree. Iris's husband and children were extremely supportive. Her husband helped her research programs, and together they found Literacy Services of Wisconsin. For nearly 70 years, Literacy Services of Wisconsin has provided education and skills training to help local adults improve their lives, enrich their families, and strengthen our community. Donations to United Way's Reducing Barriers to Employment and Advancement initiative support the adult education program at Literacy Services. In the summer of 2020, Iris was part of Literacy Services' first ever virtual high school equivalency degree cohort. Through the program, Iris met others in a similar position and felt for the first time that she wasn't alone in her struggle. Iris and her classmates motivated each other to push through the challenges and succeed together. Iris also found inspiration and support in her instructors, who encouraged her not to give up when she encountered challenging subjects. In late 2020, Iris achieved her goal of earning her high school equivalency degree. Iris's children and husband hosted a graduation ceremony in their living room, complete with speeches and a diploma presentation. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. Today, Iris is working full-time, supporting her children in their education, and working on her associate's degree. Her instructors at Literacy Services of Wisconsin continue to be a resource for her as she builds her future. Says Iris, "This journey has marked my life forever." Iris and Literacy Services remind us all that to live better, we must live united.
Thank you to the following who are terming off their roles as members of our board of directors. Cecilia Gore of the Brewers Community Foundation, who was a campaign co-chair in 2019. Mike Flynn of Greenwoods Equipment Finance LLC was also one of our campaign co-chairs in 2019. Mike Rowe of American Transmission Company was one of our campaign co-chairs in 2018. And Suzanne Kelly of the Waukesha County Business Alliance was one of our campaign co-chairs in 2015.
Good evening. I'm Don Layden, and tonight I have the pleasure of sharing some great news about United Way's Board of Directors. I want to start by thanking the Governance Committee for their work in securing this year's slate of directors. We've recruited some outstanding candidates. We are pleased to share with you that the 2022 board members elected by United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County's Board of Directors at the January meeting. We begin with those who are nominated for a 3-year term. Please join me in congratulating them. Next, we have those who are nominated for a 2-year term. The following were nominated for a 1-year term. The following were renominated for a 3-year term. The following were renominated for a 1-year term. And finally, here are the members of our 2022-23 Executive Committee. All of these individuals will be playing a significant role in ensuring that our campaign is successful in guiding the success of the United Way into the next year. Thanks to all the new inductees, and thank you, the members of United Way's Board of Directors.
Thank you to the following who are terming off their roles as members of our board of directors. Greg Marcus of the Marcus Corporation has been on our board since 2012. He was a campaign co-chair in 2012, and he was our board chair from 2016 to 2018. Corey Nettles of Generation Growth Capital has been a member of our board also since 2012. He was our governance committee chair from 2012 to 15, and again from 17 to 19, and he was a campaign co-chair in 2015. He served as our board chair from 2018 to 2020. Thank you so much to Greg, Corey, and all of our board members for your contributions to our community and for living united.
Good evening. I'm David Gay, and I'm pleased to share with you an update on the finances and operations of United Way. We begin with fiscal year ending June 30, 2021 financials. I'm happy to report that United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County continues to have a strong balance sheet and favorable cash flow. Our current ratio increased from 3.7 to 5.5 in the last year. Due to favorable market returns, we were also able to establish a modest reserve. We continue to be thankful for excellent pledge collection rates. Collections on our 2020 campaign will be finalized by this June, and we project to receive at least 97% of pledges made. This is a testament to our community members and their commitment to United Way. I also want to point out that we benchmark ourselves with our peers, and I'm pleased to report that we continue to run our operations very efficiently. Our expense ratio continues to rate approximately 15% lower than our peers. At the same time, we continue our focus on impacting our community and ending family homelessness, bridging the digital divide, transforming our local schools, improving racial equity, and so much more. Both the Finance and Investment Committees of the Board meet quarterly to provide oversight and governance. Both committees regularly report information to the Executive Committee and the full Board. Next, let's discuss our audit and tax return. Our fiscal year end is June. Our current year audit was completed for the year ended June 30, 2021. We received an unqualified opinion, as well as no audit adjustments being recommended or made. The tax return was completed and filed in a timely manner as well. Both the audit report and tax return can be located on United Way's website. Finally, let me update you on our annual United Way worldwide membership requirements. I'm pleased to say that we have once again met these requirements, which include standards regarding legal, governance, code of ethics, and audit, among other areas. Thank you for your time.
Gwen T. Jackson was well known for her tireless commitment to serving others in Milwaukee and beyond. Ms. Jackson spent much of her adult life volunteering in numerous capacities, including the American Red Cross. She also spent decades volunteering with United Way. Ms. Jackson shaped the direction of our local United Way by serving on the board of directors, executive committee, and a variety of subcommittees. The Gwen T. Jackson Community Service Award was established in 1981 and is presented annually to the United Way volunteer who best exemplifies a spirit of volunteerism and dedication to our community. Ms. Jackson's generous spirit will live on in the countless lives she positively impacted. Her legacy will not be forgotten.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Ingrosano, and I'm so pleased to be with you this evening to present this very special award. This is one of my favorite nights of the year, and I'm always so inspired by the work of our winners. This year is no exception. The winner of the Gwen T. Jackson Community Service Award is Colleen Foley, Executive Director of Legal Aid Society of Milwaukee. The Legal Aid Society of Milwaukee is a public interest law firm in its 105th year, comprised of 32 attorneys and 20 support staff. They are one of the nation's oldest continuously operating public interest law firms. Colleen Foley, who has degrees from Boston College and North Carolina's Central University School of Law, oversees the firm that provides free legal services to 8,000 of Milwaukee's most vulnerable residents every year. Colleen and the Legal Aid Society played key roles in the evolution of Right to Counsel. The Right to Counsel initiative is for Milwaukee County residents at or below 200% of the federal poverty guidelines and is a key piece of our commitment to ending family homelessness by 2023. In 2021, Colleen and other partners in the community worked together to launch Eviction-Free MKE, which is supported by the Legal Aid Society team of lawyers. They are dedicated to supporting families with legal services at no cost. Families are able to receive help with court appearances, interpretations, and resolutions. The goal is to decrease eviction filings and significantly reduce the public costs associated with the court, criminal justice, and human service system response to evictions. Ultimately, the program seeks to ensure the legal system works in a fair and just manner. It is my absolute privilege to present this year's Gwen T. Jackson Award winner, Colleen Foley.
Thank you, Nicole and the entire United Way team, particularly Amy Lindner, for immediately understanding that Right to Counsel is a system changer, and to the dynamic duo of Christina Kohler and Jeremy Simon. It is truly a time of all for one and one for all, so this award is very special for that reason. It is such an honor to receive an award named for Gwen T. Jackson, an icon in the business, civic, and charitable communities who left an enduring legacy about the power of giving back. I accept this award on behalf of the amazing staff at the Legal Aid Society of Milwaukee, who quietly do heroic work every single day to improve the lives of Milwaukee men, women, and children facing daunting legal challenges that impact basic issues of health and well-being. We all know that housing is a human right and that our homes are sacred spaces. Our music and our poetry speak to it. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Home is where the heart is, home sweet home. And in the midst of a seemingly infinite pandemic, stable housing is more important than ever to not only the health and safety of one person or one family, but to the health and safety of each and every one of us. Stable housing means safer and healthier neighbors and neighborhoods. It means educational success for children who stay in their homes and in their schools. It means better employment outcomes for parents who won't lose a job because of a move. It means reduced interactions with the foster care and criminal justice system. And it alleviates pressures on already overburdened shelters and emergency rooms. Ultimately, it means a better, stronger Milwaukee, because the overwhelming lesson of the last 2 years is that we rise or fall together. It has been my honor to help take the Right to Counsel project across the finish line with a remarkable public and private partnership involving Legal Aid, United Way, Milwaukee County, the City of Milwaukee, and U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin. In the words of Gwen T. Jackson, philanthropy is realizing the enhancing influence of cultural diversity, inviting the full participation of all the community's resources leads to win-win situations. So let's all continue to give back to our community in 2022 and beyond in the spirit of Gwen T. Jackson. Thank you, United Way, for this wonderful award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Judd Snyder. Each year, I have the honor of being with all of you and recognizing the work of United Way's loaned executives. For those of you who don't know much about this program, United Way relies on corporate and nonprofit partners to sponsor a local professional or loaned employee from August through December to help coordinate workplace campaigns. Loaned executives, or LEs, utilize their expertise and energy to enhance solicitation efforts, reach new markets, and broaden the base of community support. This program would not be possible without the generous support of sponsors. You can see our 2021 sponsors listed on the screen. United Way is currently looking for loaned executive sponsors for the 2022 campaign. If you're interested in learning more, please reach out directly to our United Way staff. Each year, we select one loaned executive and present them with the John A. Apuliker Award for Loaned Executive Excellence. But before I present that award this evening, I have some bonus recognition. The Loaned Executive Service Award. This award honors an outstanding individual who served as a loaned executive for 10 consecutive years, demonstrating a steadfast commitment to the mission of United Way. This year, we honor Joanne Williams, who met that exceptional milestone. You may recognize Joanne as an Emmy Award-winning journalist in a career that spanned decades in Milwaukee and Chicago. She's currently producing, writing, and directing a documentary film. As an LE, Joanne uses her past experiences to connect with today's audiences. She often shares that when she reported the news, the emphasis was often on the negative aspects and the challenges of our world. Now, because of her work at United Way, Joanne is helping to change that world. She's dedicated to creating positive change in our community. She often shares that donating to and volunteering with United Way is like being part of a team. She says we all have a role in making Greater Milwaukee a better place to live, work, and play. Thank you, Joanne, for your dedication to United Way and to our Milwaukee community. Now, on to the John A. Apuliker Award for Loaned Executive Excellence. John A., or Jack Apuliker, former chairman of the board at Marshall & Ilsley, what is now BMO Harris Bank, was a strong champion of United Way, serving as a community campaign co-chair, member of the board of directors, member of the Tocqueville Society, and a longtime and very generous supporter. The recipient of the Apuliker Award represents United Way's strong values and commitment to our local community. Tonight, I'm pleased to honor 2021 Loaned Executive Guna Middleton with the John A. Apuliker Award. Guna has served as a loaned executive for 3 campaigns and brings a contagious enthusiasm to the role. Previously, Guna worked for the YMCA, one of United Way's agency partners, where she saw firsthand the impact the United Way campaign can make in people's lives. Her determination to exceed our fundraising goal each year is embodied by her exemplary interactions with and service to the workplace ambassadors. Her colleagues describe her as someone who provides excellent customer service, who steps up to take on additional tasks and offers support to others, and who sees the big picture, knows what needs to happen, and gets it done. In addition to supporting the ambassadors she worked with, Guna was always eager to help her fellow LEs and United Way staff, answering questions, filling in gaps, and taking on extra projects. United Way is grateful for the work Guna and all of the 2021 loaned executives did to make this campaign such a success. They were truly an incredible class. Please help me congratulate our 2021 John A. Apuliker Award winner, Guna Middleton.
When I accepted the job of a loaned executive for the United Way in 2019, I was looking for something to occupy my time as a retiree and to be out and about and with people. Little did I know how much I would come to appreciate and love this opportunity. Becoming a part of amazing loaned executive groups and United Way staff, and be able to work with key organizations that help impact our community. Impacting our community by fundraising for programs that make a huge difference for individuals and families, and then improves people's lives. In 2019, in what we now call normal times, I was working as a loaned executive, and it was all that I hoped for. I was lucky enough to be working in the healthcare division and very busy attending fun fundraising events and workplace kit packing efforts. Simply amazing to see so many people in action. Every day I saw hundreds of healthcare people coming together for a greater cause with amazing dedication and passion. Now, 2 years later, I am thankfully still with the healthcare division and get to work with our healthcare heroes. Because in the challenging COVID times we have been through in 20 and 21, they have never been able to take a break. While taking care of everybody in our community who was sick and compromised, they didn't skip a beat and fundraised above our expectations. Thank you to the healthcare heroes from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for our community. I'm humble and grateful to have the opportunity to work with you on the United Way fundraising efforts. Thank you to the ambassadors that I get to work with, who are amazing people that pour their hearts and souls into the United Way campaigns to make them successful. I really love working with you all. As a result of my loaned executive experience and work, I believe in United Way. I've definitely strengthened my knowledge of community issues and honored to work with key organizations that work towards addressing those issues. I know we all must play a part in creating a stronger and safer community and to live united. I am humbled to be speaking to you all, And in closing, thank you for recognizing me as the Loan Executive of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle Nettles, and I'm pleased to be with you this evening. I have the great pleasure to present this evening an award that is near and dear to Corey and my heart. In 2019, Corey and I established the Lynda McMahon African-American Nonprofit Leadership Award. This award is in recognition of Lynda McMahon, who retired from the United Way after 42 years of leadership and service. Lynda retired as the Vice President of Resource Development. Like Lynda, individuals honored through this award have made extraordinary strides in leadership, volunteerism, mentoring, and philanthropy in Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County's nonprofit communities. The recipient of this annual award is chosen by United Way's Diversity Leadership Society, and a $5,000 grant is made to the organization they represent. The winner is announced each year on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. This year, our recipient is Mark Thomas. Mark is the Regional CEO and Southeast Wisconsin Chapter Executive at American Red Cross. Mark has deep nonprofit and for-profit executive experience with strengths in sales, operation management, and strategic leadership. Mark Thomas has led or participated in fundraising efforts for the American Heart Association, United Performing Arts Fund, and the United Way. Most recently, he served as Vice President and COO for the Sojourner Family Peace Center in Milwaukee. He said the people and the mission of the American Red Cross provide an opportunity to extend his professional expertise and his dedication to Milwaukee and the entire state of Wisconsin. In Mark's own words, the staff, volunteers, donors, and advocates at the Red Cross provide our state with a powerful resource for disaster relief and blood collection. Mark is grateful to help lead such a highly recognized organization with a commitment to Milwaukee and the entire state of Wisconsin, which spans more than 140 years. Mark's professional background includes leadership roles at the Milwaukee Business Journal, Wisconsin Department of Health Services, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee, and the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. A Milwaukee native who lives in McMahon with his family, Mark has served and currently serves on numerous nonprofit boards and has been recognized on numerous occasions for his contributions to the community. Congratulations, Mark. Corey and I continue to be pleased to provide this service to the community, and we're grateful for leaders such as Mark and always endeavor to inspire others to take on the hat that Lynda so nicely wore. Thank you, guys.
I am extremely humbled to have been selected to receive the Lynda McMahon African-American Nonprofit Leadership Award. I am so honored to have my work recognized in this way by the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. I am genuinely grateful for the recognition I have received for my work, as I'm sure that the selection committee had many other capable nominees. This accomplishment is not something that I did alone, and there are many others who deserve to share in this award. I would like to thank the staff and volunteers at the American Red Cross, who work tirelessly to assist people affected by disasters, and who save lives by collecting 40% of the nation's blood, along with all the people who dedicate their careers to helping families impacted by domestic violence and improving the lives of our youth. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and mentors for their love, support, and guidance throughout my life and career journey, and many other adventures. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my wife, Christy Garcia Thomas, who has always been my rock and inspires me to be my best self. Thank you also to Red Cross founder Clara Barton, who realized her vision to help military families over 140 years ago, and to longtime volunteer Gwen Jackson, whose commitment and leadership made it possible for an African-American man to be named CEO in Wisconsin. I see that Gwen has an award named in her honor, so I'd like to congratulate Colleen Foley on receiving the Gwen T. Jackson Community Service Award, along with all the other honorees. Last, but certainly not least, thank you to Corey and Michelle Nettles for creating this award specifically for people like me. I hope that this recognition of my work can serve as an inspiration to others in the field. Remember, if my work can make a difference, so can yours. I will continue my efforts to embrace and value diversity, work with any and all partners that are willing, and look forward to bringing relief and hope to the afflicted. Additionally, I will continue to work towards bringing positive change to the greater Milwaukee and Waukesha communities for many years to come. I am humbled and appreciative. Thank you.
I now have the extreme honor to present our final award of the evening, the Billy and Ethel Heller Award. This award is a special recognition to Billy and Ethel Heller, who were prominent contributors to the Milwaukee community in both their professional and personal lives. We present this award to the individual, family, or foundation which best epitomizes outstanding service to the community and leadership and financial support of United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. This year's winner is Linda Benfield. Linda is a member of the Management Committee, Foley & Lardner, LLP, and has been our United Way Board Chair for the past 2 years. Linda is an environmental lawyer with experience in permitting, counseling, litigation in all aspects of environmental law. She's also on the boards of several nonprofits and does extensive philanthropic work. She's also an incredible fundraiser. Linda is a true champion for our community. She is passionate about making it a great place for all people who live here. I had a chance to see firsthand how focused she is on delivering opportunities and solutions for so many in our neighborhoods. Beyond Linda's incredible commitment to our community, I want to personally thank Linda for her incredible leadership, guidance, and partnership these past 2 years. United Way's work in this pandemic has been both vital and difficult. We immediately knew we'd need to step up our own fundraising and provide even more help to our community. To be part of solutions for the nonprofits we are so proud to support and the community that needs us. And, importantly, to take care of the team at United Way while finding new ways to connect with the companies, donors, volunteers, and advocates who make our work possible. If you ever find yourself having to make impossible decisions in absolutely uncharted territory, the best advice I can give you is to have Linda Benfield at your side. Linda, thank you. I hope everyone watching will join me in congratulating this year's winner of the Billy and Ethel Heller Award, Linda Benfield.
Thank you, Amy. It is a privilege to work with United Way. This organization has such extraordinary, talented professionals. It's a joy to watch you lead, convene, analyze, and work to bring our community together. And it's humbling to me to see how our entire community steps up every single year to fund our organization and so many others who are doing the work. I love being part of a community that cares so deeply and is so generous with your money, your time, and your other resources. But the stars in this ecosystem are our nonprofit agencies who do the work. To continue my analogy a little further, we have a brilliant constellation of agencies who reach into so many aspects of our lives. And I have loved being able to see more deeply into your missions and your work and your people. You know that during the last 2 years, you all had to pivot, sometimes in extraordinary ways. You had to learn new ways to take care of your constituencies, to take care of your own personnel and your own families, while you continued with your mission. And that was hard, but it was inspirational. You shined. You were all creative, and you were brilliant. We have problems to continue to solve in our community, but the United Way and partner agency team will get it done. And I am just grateful for the opportunity to be a small part of your work. And now, as my final duty as board chair, I'd like to pass the gavel to our incoming board chair, Don Layden. Don has distinguished himself as one of the leaders in our community. He has a strategic mind and a passion for the work, and I am looking forward to working with him as our next board chair.
Thanks, Linda. Your service to United Way has been nothing short of extraordinary. It's been a very difficult 2-year term in the midst of COVID, yet you've led with grace, compassion, and clear direction, setting the tone for our United Way. I have big shoes to fill, and I'm humbled by the confidence expressed by the United Way Board in selecting me as the next board chair. I look forward to working with all of you in making the next 2 years the kind of success that we're used to with United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha counties. Congratulations to all of tonight's award winners and presenters. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Live United.